Okay, this is the first piano hinge installed. You have to peen these tips over onto this washer, otherwise there's a chance the washers will slip off. You have to peen these as you go, but it looks real good when you get done. Looks like it's robot stuff. Okay, 4 hours into the day here today, and I just finished riveting the two triangles onto the lower reflector panel, and I believe we're going to be okay, kids. This is going to work. It may be a bear to get into that flange, but it's going to work. It's going to take an assistant. I can sure see that it's a two-man job to mount these reflectors. But it'll be okay. And I think it'll look okay when it's all put together. I just added an 8-inch strip of metal on the back side of the upper reflector to stiffen it, because it's vertical up there and it wants to fall forward because of these bends, and I needed to reinforce it. I've got it back set in here so it'll slide down in there pretty easily. I just tested it, it works okay, so ready to put the triangles on the upper part now. Here's the cheap hinges I was talking about earlier. I took them over to the grinder and ground one little round cap off the end and drove them out. They've just barely got an end on them. I may find a better pin, but these things go together. Like, here's a two-parter. Fits in there like so. Slide a pin in there, that fastens these two units together in the field. It's reasonably fast. You can even get a piece of wire to go down in those things if need be, in a pinch, if you lose your pins. So, this will be pretty versatile. And I am not pop riveting it to it. I am using 8x32 1/2-inch machine screws, countersunk machine screws. And I'm using a fancy little stainless steel or a nickel-plated fancy washer. And I'm just going to, I may take these things off and put the film on and then put these washers on top. I don't know. I'm still debating that. But that's the fastening system for the sides to the top and the bottom. I've got 3 more of these to do. And here's what they look like folded up and tucked out of the way. I think that's going to be the way to store these tops and the bottoms, is like that. And then the two sides will be just what you see there, except with those little cheap little hinges, 3 pairs of hinges down each side. So those will run pretty flat. These things, got to figure out a way to store these so they don't get beat up while they're just sitting around waiting to do something. Because they're not going to get beat up in the air making bread, but they might get beat up sitting around waiting to make bread. I was hoping they would fold differently, but they just don't. It just doesn't do it. So that's what it is. It is what it is. Four weeks worth of work. This is all the reflector surface right here. And I still need to complete the door. I couldn't wait to get onto the reflector. I'm not excited about making the door like I am making the reflector. I've made doors before. I've made walk-in cooler doors before. And this one's going to be very similar, symmetrically. In shape, anyway.